So you were looking at the left side of the head, and you can see that we've obviously removed the skin and even the skull here. And you can see this tough tissue called the dura mater. It actually translates to tough mother. It's kind of a cool name. The old anatomists erroneously thought that these were the mother tissues, that they actually gave rise to all the other tissues of the human body. They were wrong, but the name stuck. But this is a really cool tissue that helps to surround and protect the brain that you can see under here. And just an FYI, we removed part of the frontal lobe here. That's not normal. But I want to talk about injuries that can affect the brain, or like a skull fracture. Imagine you had a skull fracture like in this area right here where I'm wiggling my finger, and some of those bony shards cut into or ruptured one of these arteries that I'm touching with my finger here, one of the meningeal arteries. That could cause bleeding on top of this dura, so between the dura and the skull, and it's called an epidural hematoma. And that can cause all sorts of problems because that can build up pressure and then start to push down on the brain. You can also get bleeding underneath this stuff, and that would be called a subdural hematoma, so bleeding between the dura and this saran wrap looking tissue called the arachnoid. Now, a subdural hematoma is usually from when a vein ruptures, and these tend to be smaller bleeds, but they can still be quite serious. Both of these hematomas could potentially require a surgical procedure where the surgeon has to go in and drill in through the skull to relieve the pressure.